Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Chandrika and this is RIKA Life. Alright, so this week I have been pulling out some of my WIPs, my works in progress, and trying to make some headway. As you can see back there are two of my ongoing big WIPs. Those are both blankets. This one I've been working on. It is Pinks and Blues of Lion Brand Mandala Ombre yarn. And the other one is a Joanne brand big twist cuddle yarn. Those are two, at least one of them I want to be able to finish before this year ends. So that is something that I'm kind of picking up and doing a couple rows at a time. And the main thing I wanted to share with you today was a shawl that I'm making. So I've made this in I'm making this in the second color, so I want to share with you the yarn first. This is the yarn. It's called Sunset Nights. I had my eye on this yarn for a very long time and then finally purchased it, and I bought it in two colorways. So this is Dolomites and it has sparkles in there, and this is in Zanzibar. So those are the two colors. And I've already made a shawl with this one, which I've shared in a previous video. And now, so I used 2 cakes and I have 1 cake left. It came in a pack of 3. And now I'm moving on to the Dolomites color. I don't know how you pronounce that, Dolomites. So this yarn is Lion Brand yarn, Sunset Nights. It is 273 yards, 3.5 ounces. It's 90% acrylic and 10% polyester. It's a medium weight 4, and it recommends an I or 5.5 millimeter hook, which is not what I'm using. I'm using an H or 5 millimeter hook, a Susan Bates hook, because the yarn is not very tightly spun. So I find that as I'm working with it, it kind of unravels, which I'll show you in a moment. So I'm making another shawl. This is what it looks like so far. There's some sparkles in there. I don't know if you can see them. I can kind of see them. So it's a really beautiful, rich color. It started off with like a royal blue, and now it's going into a mix of royal blue with baby blue. And so this is where I am in the cake. So I'm going into the royal blue, baby blue, and then it'll just go into like this light sky blue. When I did this shawl for the first time with the Zanzibar color, because it started with the light color, I then continued from the outside of the cake and then worked my way back in. And I think I used about 2.5 cakes. So I might do the same with this one. So just to let you know, this shawl is a corner to corner pattern that I'm using, which is just using double crochets and chain spaces. And you can make anything out of a corner to corner. You can use a corner to corner to make a blanket, a shawl, a scarf, a pot holder, a whole bunch of things. So I can show it to you up close. So I'm trying to make a more dense fabric, so that's why I've done chain 5, and then I double crochet in the 3rd, 4th, and 5th stitch, which creates this, and then I do 3 double crochets, and then I join to the next one and go on, so on and so forth. So this is only this big so far, but it's going to get bigger, and I'm really looking forward to working on this, because this is one that I can just pick up and like just work on whenever, because it's a repeating pattern. There's nothing really different as you go along, and because I'm making it into a shawl, I'm just increasing. So I just keep adding on to each row so that it gets wider and wider, and I don't need to do any decreases. So It is a pretty simple and easy pattern, one that I don't mind picking up and putting down and just working on for a couple minutes of the day. And it really makes me feel like I've made some progress because I can see it getting bigger. So it makes me feel really good. And what also makes me feel good is seeing it all disappear from the center of that cake. So it's really exciting to see the colors change. You can see there the sparkles are right there. I think you can see some of the sparkles here also. I found that the first color, which was the royal blue, didn't really have any sparkles, which I thought was weird. But even as I'm looking at the next cake, like I don't see any sparkles in the center. I think it really only starts when the yarn starts blending together. I think the sparkles are woven in starting like over here, not in the center, which is kind of sad. They could have, I guess it was just because of how they've made the yarn, but it would have been nice if there were sparkles throughout. So yeah, even on this one, there's no sparkles in the center. The sparkles are only once the second color has been woven in. So it must just be like the way that they designed the yarn. And then you can see here, there's so many more sparkles on the outside of the cake versus on the inside, which there was none. There's no sparkles up here. So yeah, so I'm very excited working on this project. I know I haven't been posting as regularly. I guess just been busy doing other things and trying out different recipes and just taking care of the home and my kids, and still try to find time to crochet here and there. But it's, it's kind of taking the back seat to a couple other things right now. But I hope to post another video soon, and I'll share with you some other projects that I'm working on. You can also see some of my updates in the community tab, where I will post pictures of different things I'm working on. So the crochet along that I'm doing right now, the Shapla Bill Throw, the crochet along, I posted in their group, not their group, but in a crochet along group, my progress picture, and it turns out that that pattern has been discontinued. I don't know why. This seems to be happening to me. All the patterns that I really love and I share with you guys are getting discontinued. This is the second time it's happening. So I'm not sure why that happened. Luckily, I have already saved all the parts of that pattern, so I will be able to complete it. I'll share that with you again soon. I know I already made one video about it, but it is growing and it's a really nice pattern. And for that, I'm using Karen Simply Soft, which I absolutely love. It's just been a dream to work with. That is still one of my very favorite yarns, aside from Line Brand yarn, which I love too. I love Mandela yarn. So those are my favorites right now. Anyhow, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Please like, share, and subscribe. And definitely leave me a comment. I love hearing from all of you. I hope you have a wonderful crochetful day, and I'll see you again soon.